Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be the first of a best of 3. This is from the WCA China Qualifiers. We are going to be having an Undead Mirror once again. Yeah, we've already seen all of the 4 players from Group A, so we'll just go ahead and just cast the matchups between each other. This is going to be between XiaoKai spawning in as the light blue Undead player in the bottom left, and he will be facing off against Tara 521, otherwise known as 120, but I like calling him Tara because that is just, I think, a better name. Yeah, Undead Mirror. We did have a brief, well, not brief, it was like 5 days, 5 to 6 days worth of nothing on the channel. I do apologize about that. Just prepping for, going back to uni, and yeah. It looks like I'm going to be extra busy this time. I have to actually put some effort into this because I don't want my grades to suffer. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. The last series we had Tara versus Shun, and I believe Shun was able to 2-0 that one. Yeah. Anyway. We have pretty standard tomb relics into the graveyard opening here for Tara. I imagine the same thing for XiaoKai as well, which is indeed correct. So, yes, lots and lots of undead in Group A. I think the only one who isn't is Romantic, who is human. Yeah. I don't know where I was going to go with this point, but yeah, let's just go to another point. The EU WCA Qualifiers has been announced and it is going to start soon. I think it's around the end of the weekday this week, so tomorrow-ish, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna be proud and say I recognize almost everyone's names. The only ones that I don't know are like 2 of them, so yeah. I don't know if I will be able to do the EU because I don't know if the replays are going to be available at that point. But if you guys want to, you can watch Back to Warcraft stream. I believe the main 3 guys are doing it, so yeah. Death Knight start for both players. Nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, I haven't watched that many Undead Mirrors in a long time, so I don't know what the norm is, but apparently both players, not either, have a gentleman's agreement in, like, not harassing each other early on. That's what I've noticed, and I guess it just leads up to a farm fest for both players. Of course, that doesn't stop each other from scouting one another, and while scouting is important, both players are most likely going to tier 2. Yep, both players pretty much have the similar timings at that. Okay, a bit of harassment from XiaoKai. He is able to pull off an Acolyte from the gold mine, so that might be like the very minimal advantage there. As you can see, the gold mine difference is around 30 gold, so at least XiaoKai has a 30 gold advantage so far. Alright, first Cryptfiend out for both players. We have XiaoKai being really ballsy here and just stealing Tara's farm here. Will be spotted out by the skeletons, so either Tara has to respond quickly or he's going to lose a creep camp on his side. Doesn't look like he's going to respond, and he is going to lose the Nightcrawler there. +3 strength on the Death Knight, not particularly a worthwhile item nor a stat. Yeah, I noticed that. Actually, it's easily noticeable. Strength is not usually something that most people would stack anyway, unless like they're really going for health. Uh, yeah, even if they went damage, I don't know too much about that. I don't actually know that many strength heroes that would stack damage. Yeah, I don't think many do. Not even the Mountain King would probably stack strength. They'd probably stack mana, honestly. Maybe intelligence as well. XiaoKai being aggressive once again. I honestly don't remember who it was, but he was rather aggressive in an undead. I'm not sure if he was undead mirror. I'm pretty sure that was Shun then. So I guess I do remember. But it's not. It doesn't seem to be leading too much. As long as it keeps Tara in check, I guess it's perfectly fine for XiaoKai as well. He will be going for a slaughterhouse most likely, which he will indeed go for tier 3, as well as the Lich coming out for XiaoKai. Tara, on the other hand, did have an earlier slaughterhouse, so that will result in a delayed Lich. I think this was the problem last series as well. Shun was able to get out a much earlier Lich and put levels on him, you know, before Tara could. And that, like, even though Tara had more statues, actually I'm not even sure who it was. I'm pretty sure it was Shun. I'm assuming because he did win the game and the series at that. But yeah, even if it didn't happen to the right person, I honestly think that the Lich before statue is probably the better decision. Alright. So that is the Tome Trapper. If it drops an Experience Tome, that would be pretty good, but the chances of that is very unlikely. I mean, as I say that in the previous series, we had like both of the Tome Trappers drop Tome of Experience in the same game, so thankfully that did not happen this time. We have yet to see the other one being killed off, but XiaoKai sending a lot of skeletons again to maybe push these acolytes out of here. It's not really the perfect timing because normally you would want to force acolytes out during the Black Citadel's, you know, construction to, you know, maybe force the necessary cancel on that Black Citadel and severely delay a tier 3. But that did not happen because, well, no acolytes died, and of course tier 3 is already completed anyway, so it didn't look like it really mattered. Plus it seems like Tara is keeping his scout acolytes, so that might turn into a shade later on. Unless he willingly feeds that to a creep camp, I have no idea why he is keeping that. So I am assuming it is going to be that shade. Level 3, level 2 on the Death Knight and Lich respectively. Level 4, level 1 on the Death Knight Lich for Tara. So you can see slight priority shifts here, but it seems like Tara is going to get that level 2 Lich finally. The only problem is, even though he does have level 4, level 2, is that XiaoKai will get a level 4, level 3 fairly soon. And he also has his Dark Ranger out, which Tara picked up himself as well, and that was rather risky. If only there was some sort of catch potential from XiaoKai, then that Dark Ranger might have been dead. So far it seems like we have a lot more Crypt Fiends out for, actually just one Crypt Fiend more for XiaoKai, but we do have Tara's A-Bomb out, so a bit of meat over damage, and it does seem like Tara was able to pick off a Crypt Fiend regardless, so not much of an advantage there. Healing Ward is going to be placed at the back of the fight. It has to be focused down, otherwise XiaoKai is just getting that free bit of healing, which could be unanswered, but it seems like Tara is just going to brute force this. Another healing ward bites the dust. Another one gets dropped. That is the final one, I believe. But it doesn't seem like it is healing quick enough. We have a destroyer out already for XiaoKai, but is it really gonna do anything? Seems to be focus fired by those Crypt Fiends thanks to the Death Coil to be able to live a little longer, but another auto cast web will pretty much end that story over there. XiaoKai is going to lose once again another Crypt Fiend, and it does seem like he is only brought down to 1, then 0, and he is definitely going to lose this fight. He only has his 3 heroes. Meanwhile, it seems like he was only able to kill one of those Crypt Fiends of Tara. Tara does have the Staff of Wind, Wand of Wind actually, but unable to pick off any heroes. Yeah, I think just the biggest point is that he just killed all his army. That's a lot of Crypt Fiends lost. Even though XiaoKai did have a destroyer up, I think that, you know, choosing to fight when he lost a couple of Crypt Fiends already, I think that was a misguided decision there. Talking about misguided decisions, Tara pulling out the Ogre Lord camp while XiaoKai does seem to be recovered. He doesn't have that many units out right now. We did see an A-bomb statue completely being neglected by XiaoKai. That's not a good sign. Ogre Lord will be killed off by Tara's army, and he will get himself what item? I have no idea. I think he got the kill, but the item was picked up by XiaoKai. It will indeed be a Helmet of Valor, or Helm of Valor. Strength and agility, not particularly the most important attributes for a Death Knight. And it will be sold for just cheap gold. Actually, I'm not sure if gold can be described as cheap. Quick gold. There we go. Dark Ranger still level 1. But level 1 I guess is just enough by itself because silence is just so absolutely essential. We are gonna have an expand coming out from Tara. That is very unorthodox, but generally in an Undead Mirror that will be the indicator of who would most likely win in the late game. Tara definitely playing a lot better in this one than in the Shun matchup. Yeah, it does seem like the A-bomb has been noticed. His existence has been acknowledged, and he will maybe be able to contribute something to this world. Right now he is eating an ensnare. That's all that needs to be said. 0-0 upgrades, 0-0 upgrades for both players. Dust appearance, just in case we have a shade under their nose, and apparently it was under their nose. Able to get picked off there. Low upkeep for Tara. Low upkeep for XiaoKai as well. I guess the major point is that Tara will be able to support that with his added economy. XiaoKai will struggle. I was gonna say a little bit, but actually, who are we kidding? He is gonna struggle immensely. Now, since XiaoKai did lose his shade, I imagine he should be suspicious about his own, I guess, positioning here. He should probably buy dust as well and check for shades himself. I'm not sure if he knows that there is a sacrificial pit. Well, he does, but he's not really dealing with that shade right now. Now that's something called cheap mana for the destroyers. We have currently 2 destroyers full of mana, and let's see how they will do instantly eating up a Crypt Fiend there, and we are gonna have tons of damage being dealt to both sides. We have a destroyer already taken out for XiaoKai, and Frost Nova is just being tossed left and right. The A-bomb eats 1. XiaoKai's A-bomb actually not being untouched here, which could actually be a pretty good sign for him because A-bombs still deal quite a bit of damage. 0-1 upgrades for the destroyers and crit fiends of XiaoKai, and Tara does seem to be pushed back here, despite having 2-0 upgrades on his crit fiends. Huh, this is interesting. I guess surprised that XiaoKai is actually winning this fight despite having much less crit fiends. I guess the crit fiends will eventually add up here. XiaoKai is taking a lot of damage on his Lich, but the Lich able to get that invulnerability and of course Frost Nova some other spider. Alright, Tower begins his destroyer count for himself as well. And it does seem to be pushing things back here. Lich taken out at level 3 for XiaoKai. That might be a bad sign here. Yeah, Tara's just got this game in the bag. He will take this and yeah, lead with 1-0 in this best of 3 series. That was a much better game than both of the Tara Shun games. I was surprised. Either way, I'll see you guys again in game 2.